coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
The 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
First down, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down in inches. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty much unreal. Not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Pilot, 64, reach. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Still churning. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On play action, they'll throw. This to Jarwin. A big play here for the Cowboys. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Five.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That's out to Chubb, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield is going to flip. One out here to his running back. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pick up there of 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Mayfield to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. They wound up getting... Nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. So we've hit halftime on Turkey. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses I remembered is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to its...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one caught by Ellison. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
Been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cooper's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll set up the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's taken in by Callaway. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the number 1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Christian, Travis, 8 read. Let's go, we got this. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Cooper was the target there. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Mayfield, it's caught, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now back to throw. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. It's caught. Cooper. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll let it go. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Good. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw here. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said forget about it. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught off the deflection. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield with it once more. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Mayfield, you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, 133. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. After the sack on first down, Mayfield, he rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.